Okay, I got it working. It is working now. So let's jump right in, bro. Esoteric Ebb. Cool, man. I know very little about this game. It's supposed to be really cool. Oh. We gotta make a whole character. Troll killer? Background focus. Oh, okay. Okay. Little weirdo. Okay, how many are there? Okay, troll killer. Alright, let's start at troll killer. Let's start at troll killer then. Actually, we'll start at punching bag because that was the first one that was on there. I don't know what all this stuff on the left side of the screen was. It went away. I don't know where it went. Oh, okay, okay. Never mind. Let's see if it pops up like that again. Yeah, like, look at all this. What is all this crap? Lore. How do I get all that stuff to come back up again? Pre-built? No. No, we don't want pre-built. Oh, okay. Okay. I see. Okay. Strength. So these are your, the stats. That's how you get all that stuff to come up. Okay. So troll killer is the first one. Alright. Or no, we'll start with punching bag. Okay, punching bag. You're a farmer's son who grew up in the city. Of course you'd be an outcast. It took time, but eventually you figured out how to cope with it. Okay. So, just a farmer. 2 constitution, 1 charisma. Because, you know, you got that charisma because you gotta sell apples. You gotta know who to sell to. You gotta sell those apples. Plus 2 constitution because you're out there working hard in the field. Makes sense. Okay. That one seems kind of cool. Constitution, charisma. Troll killer. So you don't remember it, but you know well how your father died. Sometimes it motivated you. Sometimes it felt impossible to live up to. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Troll killer. So you don't remember it, but you know well how your father died. Wow. So you're trying to fill the shoes. Your father was a big, strong man who died. Trying to live up to that. That's pretty cool. Kiosk kid. Your mom wasn't around a lot, so to keep you out of trouble, she forced you to get a post-school job. You still despise the smell of newspapers. Okay. So newspaper salesman. Charisma, because you got to be selling those newspapers. Dexterity, because, I don't know, you're sneaky. Didn't look like normal furniture. This is funny. Pest control guild mimic mishap. That's funny. Okay, lore enthusiast. I think I'm gonna be a wizard. I think I'm gonna be a wizard for sure. Do like intelligence and wisdom. So I might go with this one, but I'll read them all first. Spending time alone in the city, you often ended up in the Darwinian lab. The strange history of Jor's realm was a constant companion to you. It's kind of cool. So we're like a wizard. Crowd pleaser. Inevitably, you ended up with the wrong crowd. You quickly picked up on the slang and radical terminology, doing anything to get real friends. Okay. So moneymaker. This was the highest one with the most charisma so far and some intelligence. Little weirdo. You were a novelty to them. The boy who would do or say anything for their attention, for their approval. After 2 or so years, you got quite good at it. Okay, so. Little weirdo. I don't know what this is. This is like a soap bottle. Asgalist activist. The Asgal chant. Local rally stopped by fascist landlord. What we learned from the hedonist. Your friends soon introduced you to the rebellious belly of Norvik. As a teenager, you spent years spreading chaos and worse, dwarf propaganda. Okay, so it sounds like this one is like a political activist. What it sounds like. Earth Guard recruit. After your arrest, there wasn't much arguing about it. 3 grueling years in training, drilled on the city code and virtues, but you survived. Strength and dexterity. So this is like a fighter build, sounds like. One friend. You really ever only prayed for that one thing during those lonely years, but the gods did not answer, so you learned to manage as always. Oh, so you didn't have any friends. It's kind of sad. Acolyte. Your knack for scribing got you a promotion to the clerical duties. Picked out of the ranks, you quickly showed deep devotion to your divine city. Kind of cool. Tower Apprentice. Joining the Towers is an honor bestowed upon few. It is also a terrible challenge, even for you. Who'd have thought lectures were so draining? Arcane Prodigy. What was this one? This one's Intelligence and Constitution. This one's Intelligence and Strength. Okay. Arcane Prodigy. For the first time in your life, you were a natural. You've always known a few cantrips, but real magic was something else. It was power. Ooh. Palace Pawn. As a rising talent, you often found yourself amidst the politicking. I don't know how you. I don't know where the emphasis in that word is at. Which vowel gets emphasized? You often found yourself in the politicking of superiors, despite your best efforts. It never ended well for you. Faithful Harbinger. This one's question mark. Yeah. There's something wrong. Praying to a dead god whose whispers linger in the air, slowly fading. You were isolated among your peers. Sounds like an intuitive introvert. An intuitive introvert. Esoteric expert. You spent most nights seeking esoterical insight, a lonely life. Your findings were unwanted by those in charge, yet you did not stop. Never. Revolutionary scribe. Disillusionment. A city with ideals not upheld. One day you chose a side, the emerging democracy. You wrote day and night for change and glory. Okay, so this is like another political activist. You'd think there'd be charisma on that one, though. I don't know. Abject apostate. Oh. No one likes you. When you were demoted for dereliction, no one spoke up against it. But it's fine. You'll be fine. After all, you're used to it. Constitution and dexterity. Okay. A dead cleric. Growing up alone, getting into trouble, training with the Earth Guard, devoting your life and becoming a cleric. Was it always supposed to end in the river? I don't know what a lot of these things mean so far. I'm sure they'll make more sense later on. But we could be that one. Punching bag. Okay, we're back at punching bag again. I'm gonna go with lore enthusiast. I'm gonna be just a glass cannon wizard. That's my idea of a good time. Do all these have the same proficiencies? Yeah, they do. They all have the same proficiency. Oh, I get 2... Okay, so I get 2 points. I can put 2 points down for proficiency. Okay. So let's read what each one does. Lore, strength measures your natural bodily prowess alongside a testosterone-fueled mindset. As a man, it is only proper for you to hone your figure and its capabilities. But why? The search for meaning is as vital as the struggle towards competency. Luckily, you already know your cause. To protect the innocent, to lead the weak, to sacrifice until nothing but your bones hit the pavement, to literally die. Become a zealot, regain your honor, set out on your divine mission. The cleric's unique take on strength. Okay. Every shepherd knows the song. It bellows up the river. Earth lives in that sliver of land. It's kind of cool. Higher strength allows you to equip extra items. That could be really handy. Be violent and or manly. Useful in encounters. Religious fervor. Religious fervor. And aesthetic nationalism. Increased manhood. Well, I don't need any extra manhood. I mean, just look at me. So, roll. High strength cleric. Votes for the party of Norvik. Prays to his dead god. Uses brute force on puzzles. Punches big bad evil guys in the face. Wants to become a real hero. Loves quests. Simple as. Okay. Low strength cleric. Is a weak sniveling rat. Bows down to anyone stronger. Can't handle the banter. Gives up when the going gets tough. Is afraid of women. Doesn't care about quests. Okay, that's funny. That's fun. Maybe I should put a point in strength. Maybe I should. Maybe I should put 2 points in strength. That's funny, man. Wait, how do I take this off? Strength. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. That's funny, man. Oh, that's your proficiency. Oh, we have all of these points? Holy crap, I just noticed that. All of these points. Whoa, okay, well, let's read what it has to say about dexterity. Dexterity. It is imperative to simply explain to these people that they have the right to choose. Belief in oneself is just. Wealth is built from within. Meriadoc Moonwatch. Sights beyond reeds. I like that. That is good stuff. You have the right to choose. You are your own judge of what is right and wrong. I like that. Dexterity measures natural reactivity, balance, and poise. The haste with which you express a witty remark or notice a nervous glance. Okay, so quick thinking too, it sounds like. I would have assumed that would be under the umbrella of charisma, but I guess not. Okay. Of course, your ability to gracefully avoid the consequences of your actions. It's all about risk versus reward. It is that feeling of self-preservation when everything falls apart around you. To grab as much as you can while the grabbing's good. To progress toward a new future full of freedom. So those who look out for themselves can prosper and survive. I promise you, no one else will. Okay. With enough dexterity, you can steal anything. Pick locks and sneak and dodge traps and roll initiative and react quickly as a dashing rogue. Become rich as a Republican revolutionary. Just run away, dummy. Cool. High dexterity cleric votes for the revolutionary freestriders. Collects piles of shiny coins. Acts first in every encounter. Avoids trouble before it brews. Always has a witty reply. Looks out for himself. Takes big risks and wins every time. A low dexterity cleric takes big risks and fails every time. Doesn't notice anything in time. Stumbles over his own feet. Drops the ball figuratively and literally. Is slow, mentally and physically. Is dirt poor, very embarrassing. Okay, so dexterity seems like it's kind of a mental acuity as well. So we'll keep that in mind. I want to compare dexterity to intelligence and charisma, because it seems like dexterity is more than just your, you're good with your hands and good at sleight of hand and things like that. It seems like it also has to do with like quick speech and quick thinking as well, which is kind of, I guess reaction speed would make sense, under dexterity. Constitution. Always listen to your hungry stomach. The hedonists, a blind manifesto. Constitution measures your natural stamina, both mental and physical. It's how much you can take before going down. The world is harsh and unforgiving. It will beat you to a pulp with words and sticks. So, yep, Constitution, it's pretty similar to D&D. How healthy you are and how much you can withstand. So listen to your gut, the instinct that kicks in when you're standing at the pit. It is the voice that speaks nothing but bodily truth. Every choice you make, every emotion you accumulate can be traced back to the lower half of that stomach of yours. Follow it. Retain the mortality of fleshy logic. Simple, easy, truthful. Ah, so this sounds like a sensation type. This sounds like the sensation type. Okay, Constitution is needed for hit points. Control your body and its esoteric connection. Your political party polled 2% last week and you don't care. You're going to stick with it. That's right. Your Constitution, your political party is the worst one, but you don't care because you're going to stick with it. That's funny. That's good. Pain is good for you. Okay. High Constitution cleric keeps forgetting there's an election. Focuses on the good things in life. Is tougher than entropy. Keeps his neuroticism in check. Talks with the spirits in the walls. Listens to his gut. Is already dead. A low Constitution cleric will die. Panics over everything. Listens to his gut and is wrong. Has no control of his bodily functions. Can't handle the pain. Has no special connection with walls. I want to talk to the walls. All of these sound good. They're selling each one of them, man. All of these are good. I want to be well-rounded. I want to be a little bit of everything. Okay, intelligence. A glorious design. Let those who learn lead. Through merit of ability and nothing else. Lord Phileas Prax. Autobiography Prax. Okay, intelligence measures your ability to recall, store, and process information. It is your logical receptacle and calculator. It is only proper for you to hone this pulsating mass within your skull. But why? Simple, pure, unadulterated ego. Knowledge rules the world. So too shall you one day lead the weak. Bring your genius to the masses. If they do not bow, they do not deserve you. You know everything about the past. Therefore, it is only rational you will truly know the future as well. Enlighten the ignorant masses. Ah, okay. I like intelligence too. Higher intelligence lets you prepare more spells. Okay. Definitely going to be high intelligence. Think, plan, and execute an actual plan. Complete the magocratic return. Vote for yourself. Okay. Be a genius without peers. Okay. A high intelligence cleric votes for the best wizard. You. Despises and envies the gods. Solves every mystery with ease. Masters arcane magic. Spouts historical facts for hours. Is dismissive towards those lesser. Knows everything. A low intelligence cleric knows nothing. Is both ignorant and confident. Oh no. This is so funny, man. This is so witty the way it's written. Makes up tidbits to seem smart. Is barely sentient. Cannot intentionally solve mysteries. Is an idiot. Duh. Alright. I'm gonna be proficient in intelligence. I'm already locking that one in. For sure. Let's read wisdom. The large crumble upon their heavy forms. The mystical falter at the crucial point. The small rise to the occasion. Halfweed's poem. Wisdom measures your awareness, intuition, and ability to understand the world around you. To feel it. You may not know why, but meeting the gaze of another grants you an empathic bond with her. Her wants and fears, her dreams and hopes. You can read people, for good or bad, and pick up details others would pass by. It is your belief, in the heart of all folk, to give and share what you have, and be... It is your belief, in the heart of all folk, to give and share what you have, and be completely and utterly selfless. It is the only true road to redemption. Gods only know how hard you try. So, wisdom is appealing to my messiah complex. Uses. Higher wisdom lets you empower your spells. I want to be slinging incantations left and right. Be kind and see the good in all folk. Egalitarian hope of the Asgalian working class. There are no big bad evil guys. Oh. Okay, so everybody's my friend. Everyone's my friend. Votes for the Asgalian Workers' Party. Hates nothing except hierarchies. Embraces his feminine side. Follows his bleeding heart. Masters primal magic. Reads body language like a champ. Notices all details. Okay. So, like, perception and wisdom are kind of, like, linked together. Dexterity seemed like it had some perception in there, too, as well. A low wisdom cleric is an oblivious fool. Misreads cues all the time. Does not think about the lower class. Does not get people. Fails at spotting traps. Is not aware of where he is. Like, what's going on here? I'm so confused. There's... Okay. And then it cuts off. I think we might be proficient in wisdom, too, because it seems like it's really linked to magic. But let's read charisma next. Charisma. Those who believe in democracy have a wonderful view of folk. To think them capable of making rational and informed decisions devoid of personal bias and emotional conduct. It is frankly inspiring. Nicholas Darrow, Memoirs of a Statesman. Charisma. Hi. Measures your eloquence, confidence, and ability to navigate social situations of any kind. In short, it is the force of your unkempt personality. But they don't need to know that. Smooth talk your way into any position of your liking. You can be affiliated with any known faction or thought. Reality is molded around your will. Like a chameleon, become a social operator. Become anything you need to make everyone finally love you. Okay. With high charisma, you get an automatic discount in select stores near you. Win every right conversation. Say the right thing. Or win every conversation. Say the right. I put right in the first sentence too. Say whatever gets people to like you and become an apolitical force of nature. Be arguably sociopathic. Okay. It's pretty good. High charisma cleric, votes for whatever makes him popular, was socialized as a child, knows what to say to win favors, can actually flirt with some baddies. Oh, okay, that could be fun. Loves to mind control people. Sees truth as a suggestion. Has no soul. A low charisma cleric isn't very likable. Doesn't know how to act with people. Fumbles the baddies. Fears conversations. Is like the opposite of a skilled orator. Has no style. I might do proficiency in charisma as well. Because here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the type of character I want to be is like a wizard who's got some cool spells, but lets the rest of the party like tank everything to be like my fighters. Like I want to be like the leader, the wizard who's calling all the shots, right? So I want some charisma. Yeah, let's do charisma. Bring charisma up to 10. Intelligence up to 10. Let's bring wisdom up to 10. Maybe we'll bring these higher too. Constitution. Okay, let's just start with everything at 10. And then we'll add some more. Let's just be pretty well-rounded, right? I think it's good to be well-rounded. But we'll have a little more intelligence and charisma. Okay. That might be good. Yeah, I mean, I really do like to play well-rounded characters. So we can do a little bit of everything. Jack of all trades, master of none, with a slight proficiency in magic and talking. So oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll be like not very bad at anything, but also not super good at anything. That's what I'm doing. 5 days until the first ever election. An explosion erupts at the heart of the city. No one wants to deal with it, so they send you. Me? A weak cleric among his peers. Oh, yet also an esoteric genius. The perfect man for the job. Yeah, I'm a genius. Complete your quests in any order. Don't be afraid to make interesting choices. And remember to make them all bow down before you. All right, that's my goal. The campaign will take you from level 1 to 6. We'll play for about 5 to 8 sessions. It's been a journey to put this together. I hope you have a good time, Chris. And as a tip, as you level up, make sure to boost your favorite stat. That always makes things more fun. Oh, okay. Speak with dead? Oh, is that... Okay. That's cool. Hey. How you doing?
You live?
Yeah.
Oh. Hi.
Hi. All right. Let's continue. Let us continue. Am I supposed to click on this? Truth and nothing else, a voice declares. What is your name? Oh, okay. I already have a name. I'm just gonna tell him my name. Correct. Oh, okay. Your answer. Another question from the darkness. What is your occupation? What's an occupation in this context? Work, getting paid for labor. Oh, dexterity failure. Didn't you have a job? Something really important? Constitution success. Your class. Tell the voice about your class. lower class. Not sure any answer is good here. Just go with whatever works in the moment. I'm awful at everything. Brutal, but true. It takes a while before the next question is posed. What is your current goal? We need to find out who blew up the tea shop. The Goblin Chieftain. She needs you. A tea shop exploded? Unfortunately, yes. I don't have any strong opinions on tea shops. In fact, I never think of them at all. No, I like tea shops. That's not good. They are lovely, yes. You may ruminate further on tea shops at a later date. There is a question to be answered. Your goal is to find the Goblin Chieftain. Is that correct? You know it to be true. No reply, no feedback. Then the voice asks, what is your political affiliation? The question strikes your entire consciousness, sending it spinning. If you care for your fellow, vote for the Asgilists. It is the duty of the powerful to lead. That is you, no one else. The Free Striders, maybe? Then again, you're no revolutionary. Things just move way too fast these days. Elections are exhausting. It hides in the back of your skull, a fact that you are bound to be a nationalist. And it frightens you. The pressure is... Oh, and it frightens you, the pressure. I should be in charge as a God King Wizard Lord. Yeah. Class conflict. Once we based our worth on knowledge and ability, it shall come again. The voice is fading. This is the end. The final question. How did you die? Same way you lived, unable to step out of the uniform, not for 1 second. Now's your chance. Break free. I fell into divinity. She took me whole. I died when I died. I am not dead. I don't want to be dead. Okay, so far this is pretty cool. It's like you have these like inner voices that are telling you what to do. That's me, huh? With a last name like Bach, you're gonna make some great music, man. This is actually really good music, though. I like it a lot. Oh, my watch. Esoteric Ebb. Wow, what an intro. What an intro. Dude, that's a lobster. I've always liked lobsters. Oh, day one. A fresh start. Get up. Your body aches. It's stiff as if you slept for days. Test, okay. Or I mean success. Okay, ready for your glorious quest to continue. Quest, a task performed by a heroic individual and or professional adventurer. Okay. Look around you. A circular stone chamber. A storage for apples and corpses. I mean, I don't think it's a great idea to store your apples and your corpses together. Those piles of apples. Is this Tolstad? Tolstad, a sprawling island fortress and one of 5 districts in the city. It sits in the middle of River Torna, home of Yor's Pillar, a sprawling tunnel network and water lane, the greatest trade hub in Ascani. You are on Tolstad right now. Jor was the weird disembodied voice we were talking to a minute ago. River Torna, the second largest documented river along the coast, splitting the band of Ascani in half. The coast! The coast, also known as Yor's Realm. It is a strip of land divided into 8 bands. The further inland you go, the closer you get to the infinite wastes. It is theorized to be a ring of a half sphere due to the bend of the horizon. Okay, hold on. This is a lot they're throwing at me right now. So, okay. I'm in Tolstad. I'm surrounded by apples and corpses. Tolstad is a giant island fortress in the middle of River Torna, home of Yor's Pillar, a sprawling tunnel network, and water lane, the greatest trade hub in Ascani. You are on Tolstad right now. River Torna, in the middle of River Torna. River Torna, the second longest documented river along the coast, splitting the band of Ascani in half. The coast, also known as Yor's Realm, it is a strip of land divided into 8 bands. The further inland you go, the closer you get to the infinite wastes. It is theorized to be a ring or a half sphere due to the bend of the horizon. Okay. Wow. Okay. So they're flat earthers. So the further you go inland, the closer you get to the infinite wastes. That sounds promising. Band. An esoteric divide splits the coast of Yor into 8 geographic areas, commonly known as bands. Each band has unique esoteric and natural traits, and stretches from the coast to the infinite wastes. Okay. Esoteric, the magic of Yor and his strings. The coast is infused with it. Who's Yor? Yor, the name of our realm. Also the name of the legendary wizard who created it. Ah, we were talking to that guy a minute ago. He died during the closing at the end of the gate area. How come the closing is not highlighted? I know what a wizard is. I don't know what the closing is. And I'd like to know what the closing is. I'd also like to know what the end of the gate area is. Why is wizard the one word that's highlighted? I'll bite. Wizard. A book-learned arcane spellcaster. Typically plays your strings by memorizing and executing esoteric rituals and chants. Are we going to learn Gregorian chant? Arcane. One of the 3 pillars of magic. It is represented by the forces that make up all esoteric events. Those who play your strings tap into these powers, programming the laws of the existence around their whims. Your strings. The ley lines of esoteric power that holds the... ley lines. Okay. So, you tap into the magical veins of the land. Okay. Alright. Well, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Let's check my stuff. What stuff? Your hands dart around your patch and uniform. Panic. Sweat. Oh no. No spell book, no mace. Face it, you've been robbed. Your legs shake. Tears begin to form. I get a lot of constitution failures. Deep breaths. Your belongings are surely somewhere. Wait, what's this about a quest? Move on. Oh, hit points. Oh yes, a quest! Strength is all excited. This is cool, man. You're on a quest to save the city. Ah! Earth be blessed. Earth, your god. Oh, so Earth is the name of the god. What's the name of the land? Yor? The name of your realm. Okay, yeah, Yor is the name of our realm. And what band are we in? We're in a band of... Yor, the name of the realm is the name of the wizard. Esoteric divides 8 geographic areas. Oh, so the coast of Yor into 8 geographic areas, commonly known as bands. Each band is a unique esoteric and natural trait. From the coast to the infinite wastes. Okay. Okay. Earth, your god. Oh, yes. You're on a quest to save the city. Save the city? Yes, save it from the jaws of democracy. Democracy. Said to originate from early arcane era civilizations in Old Diminor. It is the rule of majority. Those with suffrage may vote to enable their preferred government. A truly messy and ineffective process. Yo, intelligence is imperialistic as all hell. He just wants to rule everyone. I'm all for it though. I'm going to listen to intelligence as much as possible. I want to be the wizard king, the god king of the land. Why not? Okay, ancient arcane era. 511 years of rapid magical and technological growth, as well as the birth and death of the great human magocracies. Ah, okay. Human magocracies in Diminor, now reeds, ended 27 years ago. Diminor, the arcane era name for reeds, often referred to as Old Diminor. The name was changed by Freestrider revolutionaries to mark the end of the old magocracies. Okay, so 511 years of magic, rapid growth, birth and death of the magocracies in Diminor. Okay. Arcane name for reeds. Arcane era name for reeds. Their name was changed by Freestrider revolutionaries to mark the end of the old magocracies. Freestrider, the new way. People in the East have overthrown the old wizards and gods. For years, the revolution has slowly crept into the cities. Now it's time to finally join the free cities and get rich. Free cities, a collection of city-states in reeds, all united under the golden banner of Freestriderism. Norvik will join them one way or another. Who's Norvik? Norvik, your home city, founded by your god towards the end of the Coast War. It is built upon several layers of ancient ruins. What's the Coast War? The Great War, a conflict between the arcanist of reeds, as well as every other nation connected with them across the coast. A horrible waste of human lives which claimed millions of lives. There was no honor in this fighting that you know. The end of the Coast War is built on several conflict between the arcanists of reeds, as well as every other nation connected with them across. Reeds, one of 8 bands along the coast. It is a temperate land of low land and many lakes, commonly seen as the homeland of humans. Large portions are still cursed, holding entire undead cities, eternally burning valleys, and floating mountains. Okay, so Reeds is a place. I wish I had a map. I would really like to look at a map at this point, because I'm a little bit confused. Jor is the name of the realm. Jor is the name of the realm. There's these ley lines running through. Earth is the name of our god. Arcane era civilization of Old Diminor. Diminor changed their name to Reeds. And they overthrew the old magocracies. Which sounds like types of government. There were other types of government that they overthrew. Magocracy sounds like ruling of wizards. So like wizards are like ruling. So they overthrew the wizards. And it said that at some point too. It said that they overthrown the old wizards and gods. For years the revolution has slowly crept into the city. Now it's time to finally join the free cities and get rich. Collection of city-states in reeds, all united under the golden banner of Freestriderism. Norvik will join them one way or another. Okay. So we're trying to save our city. And the city is on a tipping point for whether it joins the free cities of the Freestriders, or if it stays how it is or does something else. But none of that matters because I'm going to be the ruler anyway. Okay, Reeds, one of the 8 bands along the coast. It is a temperate land of lowland and many lakes, commonly seen as the homeland of humans. Large portions are still cursed, holding entire undead cities, eternally burning valleys, and floating mountains. Charisma success. Human, tall and beautiful like yourself. Yeah, that's right. Dude, charisma is a smooth talker, I gotta say. I mean, it makes sense. Tall and beautiful like yourself, known as the pest of the coast by those who are less inclined to reproduce like rabbits. So humans... So that makes me think that there are, like, other races, like elves and dwarves and stuff. That implies that, you know, there are other races that don't reproduce as much as humans and possibly live a lot longer. So they see us as pests. Okay. Do I remember everything? Yes, everything is off, but your memory is intact. Your quest was given yesterday. Remember, the tea shop. Wisdom is really upset about that tea shop, dude. The tea shop? Yep. The tea shop that blew up. Easy job, you'll be done in a day or two. Just a job? Ah, so I've done this before. A quest? I like those. Wait, how much time do I have? So to be clear, I need to figure out who blew up some random tea shop. Ah, so I've done this before. Well, maybe not... Oh, I gained some experience for saying that. Well, maybe not this particular type of job. Your previous experience lies more in some basic Earthguard militia service, as well as a few years at the towers. Okay, so Earthguard definitely sounds like clerics. Earth is the name of the god. So we're holy warriors, sounds like. Earthguard, the heroes of Norvik, keepers of city law, defenders of humanity, your brothers. What's Norvik again? The central city of Ascani, and last bastion of humanity. It was founded upon the end of the Reconquest in 468 AE, exactly 70 years ago. Central city of Ascani. Okay. Ascan, one of 8 bands along the coast. It is a cold, mountainous realm. It is your home, also referred to as Ascani. I thought my home was Reeds. I thought Reeds was the one that I lived in. Am I getting some contradicting information? Your home... Oh, Norvik is my home city in Reeds. Right? Reeds is where humans are at. Earthguard. Norvik. Oh. Founded in Coast Wars. What? Coast Wars. Kings of Reeds. One of the events alongside the coast. Colonies as a homeland of humans. Oh, no, I'm not from Reeds. Norvik is not located in Reeds. Is it? So Norvik and the Ascani band that I'm in fought a war with the band of Reeds. With the humans, is what it sounds like. So am I not human? Am I something other than human? Am I a dwarf? Am I an elf? Okay. One of 8 bands along the coast. It is a cold, mountainous realm. It is your home, also referred to as Ascani. So I'm not from Reeds. Okay, I don't know where I picked that up along the way. So Norvik is the central city of Ascani. The Free Striders come from Reeds, and their ideology is permeating into my band of Ascani, into my hometown of Norvik. Okay. Rogue sorcery was not your main subject, but yes, you've read a lot about these types of fiery events. Yeah, I have. I mean, I'm a freaking genius. So they are not too common these days. However, this incident does not appear overly complex. Okay. A quest? I like those. Good attitude. There's always more around the corner, so look up. Don't want to miss any. Strength like that. Wait, how much time do I have? Until the election, duh. Which is in 5 days. The Patriarch was very clear. Handle the tea shop before election day. Patriarch. A top clerical rank in Norvik. Of course, it's a patriarch and not a matriarch. Of course, they're patriarchal. I'm just kidding. A top clerical rank in Norvik. Different from Lord Patriarch, which is the traditional administrative leader of the city. Okay, so there's Patriarch and there's Lord Patriarch. Lord Patriarch is like the mayor or like the ruler of the city-state. Only about a dozen men currently hold the rank. They manage a section of clerics, each at the towers. Okay, so there's only about a dozen men, about a dozen patriarchs. So the patriarch told me to handle the tea shop before election day. Figure out who blew up the tea shop before election day. Okay. You must honor this quest. You must honor this request and complete this quest. Okay. Time only advances when you make new dialogue choices. Oh, okay, that's a good reminder. So, it's 8:14. Have I been sitting here for 15 minutes just thinking? Is that what happened? So to be clear, I need to figure out who blew up some random tea shop. More or less. Can I think about this first? Time is limited. It's just a lot to... You feel dizzy. I lost 2 HP? The weight of the Earthguard uniform. A dull pain takes hold. Your body aches. Its contents rotting. Bro, I keep failing Constitution. Like, I don't think I've had a successful Constitution save for this entire log. Oh, I can't go up that far. I can't go up that far. You must consume an apple. Now. If your stats are high or low enough, chimes will appear in your mind. I'm so very confused. That's usually the case. One step at a time. Get going. Okay. Is it WASD? Yeah, it is WASD. Whoa, the animation's good. Okay, I'll eat an apple. Am I supposed to eat this one? I'm gonna trifle with this apple. Okay, dude. The inventory and stuff is cool. Alright, I ate an apple. Deep storage. Oh, wow. Oh, what? Dude, deep storage? Is that my prison wallet? Is that my prison pocket? I can put stuff in the prison pocket? No way. No way. I've been waiting for a game to do that. Okay. Questing tree. Oh my gosh. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. Dang. Inventory, journal. See, this is what I was talking about. The frickin' map. Norvik. Cool. All these things that I know, because I'm a genius. Geography. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. History. Wow, you can go back in here. Time is not advancing right now, is it? It's still 8:16? Okay. Hope not. Alright. Spellbook. Okay, let's look at the spellbook. Cure wounds. All I know is cure wounds. First level, evocation. Casting time, 1 bonus action. Category divine, range touch. Components. Okay, this is just like D&D 5e, man. V and S. Creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your wisdom ability modifier. The spell has no effect on undead or constructs. Okay. Okay. Amount of spells you currently have prepared. You can prepare spells with your shrine at a time. The amount you can prepare is 2 plus your class level plus your intelligence modifier. This is the DC a target has to achieve when rolling a save against one of your spells. DC is 8 plus your wisdom or intelligence modifier. That's pretty good. Is it a D20? If it's D20, that's pretty good. If it's DC 13, it's pretty decent to start out at like level 1. Amount of spells in your spell book. You can gain more spells by collecting and memorizing spell scrolls. Okay. Okay. So we gotta find some spell scrolls, man. What's this? Behold. This isn't yours, is it? Ah, for sure it's not. Let's behold a very important piece of paper. I'm gonna trifle with it. A voting card. A scuffed voting card made out to Ragan Hemlin. That's me. That's my name. It's from a dwarven office for some reason, and someone has checked in all 5 parties on the list. You need to bring this to a polling place on election day if your voice is to be heard. -1 intelligence? That's my name, though. Why did I mark all of these? Every one of them. That's weird. You pick up the surprisingly thick piece of paper with a shaking hand. This card is slightly torn and has clearly been drenched at some point. At the top it says Rost Court in big bold lettering. Rost Court means voting card in fancy Ascani Dwarven. I'm a dwarf. I'm a dwarf. Oh, right, there's an election. Oh. It was nice not to think about it for once. We should just get a God King again. Worked great last time. That'd be for the best. Unfortunately, there's no good candidates available. Except for me. How does this thing work? After you pick it up at a district office, you only need to check the box of one of the 5 parties. Then you deliver it on election day to a polling place. Although in your case, you'd need to write the name of the party you want in the corner along with a signature, since you filled out every box like an idiot. That's what I'm saying. Why did I do that? This is your 1 vote. You should indeed take care of it. Look at the list of parties. Nationalist Party of Norvik. Party of Norvik, the inheritors of Earth's will, a theocratic organization founded to uphold the old ways, headed by magistrates and 20-something noble families. Magistrate, the highest government position beyond the Lord Patriarch. Chosen to rule a district in Norvik for 10 to 12 years, depending on their bloodline. Free Strider Revolutionary Party. We already know what that is. We already got that divined. Asgalist Workers' Party. Asgalist. The workers who built this city want to rule it. Seems only just. Their vision is of a fair and even society where those who live underneath rise up to show their worth. After all, why can't we share? So, egalitarian. Alright. Agrarian Rural Party. Agrarian, those who live off the earth. Simple farmers, people of the land. The common clay of Ascani fields. Their political movement has mostly been swallowed up by the Asgalists. Okay. I mean, you know, the Asgalists will represent you. You'll be represented under them. It sounds like they're pretty fair. Arcanist, Party of Magic. Arcanist, the magicrats who ruled pre-Coast War human civilizations in Old Diminor. Also a very minor political party in Norvik. Old Diminor, term for Diminor, often used to refer to the band before it was renamed Reeds during the end of the Coast War capitulation agreements. Some say it was sarcasm, some say it with pride, some say it with fear. Coast War, a near-century spanning conflict between every... Yeah, I already read all this stuff. Arcane Era, the 4th... Oh, he's giving me more information, though. Yeah, I should read all this stuff. Okay. Agrarian, Arcanists, Party of Magic. Arcanists, the Magicrats who ruled pre-Coast War, human civilizations in Old Diminor. Very minor political party in Norvik. A very minor political party. I mean, that's... Okay. Term for Diminor, often used to refer to the band before it was renamed Reeds during the end of the Coast War capitulation agreements. Some say it with sarcasm, some say pride, some say it with fear. A near-century spanning conflict between every great nation of the Arcane Era. Some scholars estimate it claimed more than half of the entire human population. It is said to have begun in 398 AE by the inciting spark of the assassination of priestess Ilona, and it generally agreed to have concluded with the fall of Thazin in 481 AE, 57 years ago. Arcane Era, the 4th of 5 eras, when the Arcanists rose and dominated the entire coast, only to fall when the Coast War crumbled the empires to dust. Era. Modern scholars divide history on Jor into 5 eras. They use canonically important events as starting points for these eras, although this was easier when the Arcanists of Old Diminor still had a common consensus. Not everyone agrees the so-called post-war era has even begun, let alone what it should be called. Okay, so the current era. Yeah, post-war era. Post-war era, the 5th and current era, only 27 years in, but often seen as the era of mending after the brutal Coast War. Many suggest it will be an era of ideologies, a struggle to determine the next dominant force on the coast. Wow. Brute Vorgini slang for brother, specifically the dialect grown out of the coastal slang, a mix between Nome tongue and underclass migrant workers in old Majo colonies. Vorgini, one of 8 bands along the coast. Okay, so there's another band that we learned about. An upland of crags, marshland, and gravity-defying mountainous terrain. Home of giants, shamanistic humans, and tribal gnome folk. Okay, so we're learning about all these bands. I don't know if all this information is super useful just yet, but I'm going to fill my head. Finally, the last box doesn't say anything. This is where you can input whatever you want and just leave it empty, or just leave it empty for a null vote. The box next to each party is filled with a smudge check mark, including the last empty one. Okay, so I couldn't make up my mind, is what it sounds like. Smart move. No one can get mad if you vote for every party. Idiot. You need to pick a side and stick with it. Your honor is on the line. Are these all parties? No. There are about a dozen other large parties in Norvik. Oh, are these all the parties? There are about a dozen other large parties in Norvik. Most have been subsumed over the last few years, such as the Civic League of Progressives, the Torch Union, Order of the Scales, Hedonist Party, and the various guild parties. The Agrarians and Arcanists are the only ones who have not joined a larger party or fallen aside. Wow, so it's getting into the two-party system. That, you know, we can't get into that two-party system again. Good to know. Leave. Okay. All right, cool. Is this a corpse? I'm assuming this is a corpse. It's a corpse under a blanket. Yep, okay. Hello? You stare at a blue rag. It's draped over the outline of someone. Yeah, it's a corpse, though. Check under the rag. Underneath the rag, you find a cold corpse of a human. Thinning blonde hair, unkempt facial hair. Yeah, this guy looks fresh, like he could just sit up and talk to you. The DC of a dice choice is determined by how challenging that roll. Yeah, I know that. If you select a dice choice and then... Oh, okay. And then roll a 20-sided die. If you get the same or higher as the DC, then you succeed on that roll. Intelligence, examine it closer. I'll get it. Yeah, I'll get it. Success. That's right. That's right. There's something strange here. This is no regular gentle repose. Look close, but do not move the corpse. Lean in and look closer. Harsh scars cover the skin. Signs of being either a hard worker or a careless worker litter... Or signs of being either a hard worker or a careless worker litter his skin. Cause of death appears to not be directly visible. No blunt trauma either. Dude, I'm already being a detective. Considering his age and the shape of his body, this man most likely died of a common disease or internal failure. That's pretty broad and vague. Unless you're willing to start cutting, that's all you'll get. Except, what? There's also a marking on the right leg, a circle with a cross inside it. Ah, the 100 pieces. You recall, this is the marking of PR, potential revivification. Oh right, this guy can be revived? Seems so. He most likely died during care and was granted immediate gentle repose. However, he clearly did not have an RF, a revive fund, nor did he have family members with enough ready cash. Revive fund, a type of life insurance. Monthly payments are made into an account that can be used to pay for the resurrection of the fallen holder, given they're under the age of 75. Dude, this is some crazy world building. It's like you have magical life insurance? Like, what? That's cool, dude. That's one of the coolest things I've ever heard. Resurrection, the act of returning a dead person back to life. There are many spells that do this, from a weak Revivify to the legendary True Resurrection. Revivify, a 3rd level necromancy spell. If used within 60 seconds of death and the body isn't too ruined, the target is brought back to life. Whoa. True Resurrection. A 9th level legendary spell capable of bringing anyone dead back to life if you believe the legends. There are many different tales with different takes on the restrictions, but generally you cannot use it on a creature that has been dead for over 200 years. Or perhaps he was just an unlikable fellow, who knows? Even in these enlightened times. Either way, you will not get in any trouble. No one will know. It's true. Who was this guy? His hands are calloused. He's built like a sarcophagus. Just a man. A dead man. An honorable dead man. Oh, okay. Why is he here? This is a morgue. A lich house, clearly. Mortuary holding space for dead bodies. During times of undeath, they are known to be heavily guarded. Corpses are kept on cooling in places like this before cremation or burials. Okay, I should stop bothering. Small improvement, but big in the heart. Are these rare? No, you will find shrines like this all over Norvik. A remnant of blindness and decay. So he's kind of atheist, it sounds like. Can I pray here? To what exactly? To Earth, of course. There are many gods listening to our prayers, always. Just remember that they might not respond so clearly. So I can pray to some random god? You may pray as you wish. There's an internal element to it that is underappreciated. You know, that is true. That's the part that's... Wisdom said the wisest thing. Kneel, move on. The shrine towers over you. You feel small. To cast spells, you must first prepare them at shrines. Prepared spells can be cast when the cleric has a reason to do so, either in or out of dialogues. Each cast expends one spell slot of the corresponding level. I'm going to pray. Staring at the chiseled monument, you focus your mind. You take a deep breath and begin your prayer. And tranquility. Contemplate the tea shop. You let your mind go through the basics of what you know. The tea shop was destroyed in the middle of the day. Minor injuries were reported. Your goal is to enter the tea shop and investigate it properly. That is it. The first election. Your vote won't matter. Your vote will be the most important of all. Ask those around you what they will vote for, and you might find your own voice along the way. Wow. Wow. This game's getting deep, bro. Contemplate your class. Identity is not easy. It's everything, from faction to home life to street. What you choose might be a first step. Choose wisely. Always. Okay. What other gods are there? Many. You know a few. Earth, father of Norvik. You've devoted your life to follow in his footsteps. Tokig the Gambler. A trickster, the type of god only famous for his ridiculous ploys. Tokig the Gambler is often seen as a silly goblin myth. Goblin, short and green, got claws and fangs, little monsters. They've got 3 tribes in Norvik and are considered somewhat civilized. Okay. Monster, short for monstrosity, divined as a non-sentient creature born out of magical means, often by combining various natural beasts or from curses or esoteric events. In truth, there are a few goblins who still worship him after the Conquest. The Conquest, the correct way of referring to the historical event in which humans founded Norvik. Most humans, however, refer to it as the Reconquest. Okay, right, they were talking about that earlier. Historical event in Norvik, it began with Earth's landing in 466 AE and is said to have been finished by 468 AE, when Earth finished eradicating the trolls who roamed the ruins of Tulinkatl. It is a point of contention if it should be called a reconquest or just a conquest, as no humans had ever lived in the location before. Oh, great. Did it stop? Okay. Oh, it's working? It's working? Okay. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Anyway. Just conquest is no humans had ever lived in the location before. Troll, a monster native to Asken. They exist in broad categories. Shrine of Earth, so you are. Prepare spells. Okay, cure wounds. Alright. Wait, can't I heal here through divine assurance or something? Not precisely. The gods do not usually grant divine interventions for minor injuries. 3 pillars of magic is represented by the sacred, the faith of all folk, their souls, and is granted by gods who once walked among us. Do you think they care? If you want healing, you have to do it yourself. With the power channeled through Earth? Yes. Come. Stare at a pile of apples. Apples are good for you. These apples are not in pristine condition. Should these be stored? That's what I've been asking. Feel something rumbling. Oh no. Maybe I should stop. A weak choice, but understandable. You want more apples, but maybe not the spoiled ones. Want more apples, but maybe not the spoiled ones. Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of something light and hard hitting the ground. A small, sharp... Okay, I don't really see the point in eating all these apples. Go out. I'm going to talk to this this guy. Maybe we'll fight. A guy. He looks indecisive. You approach a shambling man by the apple pile. He does not acknowledge your presence. Greetings, citizen. Glancing under his hood, you catch a blank expression upon his dried face. What's your name, sir? He does not even turn to look at you. Why is he not listening to me? This is a reanimated corpse. Are you a member of the undead? He does not respond. Not even a groan? How disappointing. What's he doing? The zombie is attempting to clear a path through the apple pile. He's probably been at it for a long time. I found this voting card over there. Is it yours? No, I know it's mine. You grip the voting card firmly in your gloved hand. It is indeed yours. Keep it safe. You're quick. You got this. Your turn. Show him no mercy. Quickly try to trip him. Shove him. Yeah. Yeah. Putting your weight on it, you push the zombie backwards. He attempts to stabilize himself while stumbling around. The slow zombie just stands there. No, he's reacting. It's just taking some time. The zombie is hostile. This undead abomination must be apprehended before he causes damage to innocents. Does that include you? You should probably try to de-escalate. Just a tip. Try to manipulate him. Nice. Very nice. This is a hollow animated corpse. He's magically bound to listen to orders. So, I'll try giving him orders. Anything, just try it. Listen to me, the zombie does not seem to respond. Maybe it's just delayed, don't give up. His neck snaps around, the withered face now facing yours. Oh, I pissed him off? What, charisma? Told me I could tell him what to do. You can tell since you're such a people person. Oh no, he bit me. It hurts even through the armor. This ends now. Final chance. Pissed him off, managed to shove him, tried to communicate. Yeah, dude, I'm your master. Listen to me. I'm your master. You're ready. Dominate this creature. Serve me, abomination. It stares at you. The erratic movement's replaced with an ominous stillness. You got its attention. Now hit it again with an order. I order you to, what do you want him to do? Knock yourself out. The zombie stares at you in silence for a few seconds. Then it punches itself in the face. Yo! Nice. You stare at the now unmoving creature. A craven's way, but efficient. Now go loot him. Yeah. You bet I'm gonna loot him. I got a tooth? A wisdom tooth? Oh. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Encounter a corpse of the chest. Oh. Oh, okay. Let me trifle with that. Shield of Faith. Oh, is this another spell? Ah, okay. Let's memorize a spell. Prepare spells. Shield of Faith. Finish. Nice. Cure wounds. Shield of Faith. A great mountain of apples. Trifle. Yeah, I'll take these apples. Sure. Why not? They're of the garden variety. Oh! Broken sword. Heck yeah. Okay, let's equip that. Can I? Oh, it's drag and drop. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Cool. What's in here? As you keep pushing, you realize you could get out at this point. However, then you would have to leave the helm behind. Oh. Do I really need to keep the helmet on? Yes, you do. Okay, try to keep the helmet on. Your muscles turn to mush as you stop your struggle. Oh no. Escape without losing the helmet? Let's go. Yes! Okay. Grab the rim of the crate with both hands. The hazy noise of a head no longer filled with so much blood screams in your ears. I will not die in this crate. Filled with pure fires of adrenaline, your muscles creak and your bones crack, and it pays off. Within seconds, the rock-hard grip of the sand loosens. Then it drops entirely. You swing your head back, filling your lungs with air as a trail of sand follows you. I gotta go to the tea shop to check it out. That's what we gotta do. Spiral, staircase, ancient architecture. This leads out of the city, right? I'm assuming it leads out of the city. Or out into the city. Good morning, cleric. Hi. I almost died down there with sand. Mushrooms, probably edible. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. An empty pot. The red eye of earth. Jor left his mark across the bands. Today it is a universal sign of magic. Okay. Very nice. That's another corpse. Don't need to mess with that. Viskin, local mortician. The pale man sits hunched over a stack of forms, busy at work, his pencil slowly filling out line after line. On the top paper, you see an icon of Serpentine Drake. A great perch. These are official documents of the city. Great perch. The drake-like sea creature found along River Torna. Earth was known to tame these creatures, and eventually the great perch became the symbol of his great city. That is the great perch of Norvik. Up and about, are we? Wonderful. I'm Viskin, local entrepreneur and proprietor of this lich house. It appears you don't really belong here, but if there is anything I can do, cleric, just let me know. He smiles at you. Dimly lit and damp, a musky stench lingering in the air. You see books and flasks and stone altars around the circular chamber. There are several corpses present. These stone tables were once modular altars used in some advanced ritual. Oh. That's kind of cool. Did you save my life? He puts down his pen. Your life is your own. You owe me nothing. However, I'm afraid to say you've been through quite the turmoil. Cleric? Tell me everything. Of course, it must be confusing. To tell you the truth, some fishermen brought you here last night. They caught you in their net, took you for a corpse. Oh, wow. Not that I blame them. You weren't exactly in prime condition. You quite literally live in this filthy uniform. No wonder they thought you were dead. How'd I end up in the river? Not a river, the river. I'm afraid I don't have much to tell. Perhaps you fell off one of the bridges to Tolstad. There are 7 bridges over River Torna connecting Tolstad to the rest of the city. I would never have fallen. Must have been an assassination attempt. Perhaps there's an esoteric explanation to all this. Perhaps you would know, cleric. Who are these fishermen? River Guilders, I believe. They did not look like poachers, so my guess would be that. Where can I find these fishermen? Ponder your question. I did not ask for names, sorry. But perhaps Water Lane? That's just a guess. Water Lane, the largest trade port in Norvik, located in a massive tunnel piercing the center of Tolstad. It is a so-called marvel of dwarven engineering, and it's the reason so many people commute to Tolstad over the many bridges. considered as one of the great crafted wonders of the world. Good guess. Lots of boaters hang out there. Oh, cool. So, Water Lane. Probably Water Lane. Either that or the local tavern. I hope you find them. So I am, in fact, alive. The pale man stops for a moment. He looks you up and down. Yes, I believe you are. I have some other questions, I think. Do you now? Figure out what's weird about this guy. What? It had to be DC 31? Oh my gosh. That's wild. That's a crazy one. You glare at the pale man, who keeps working on his documents for approximately 2 minutes. Eventually, you feel stuck in your thoughts. I don't mean to imply I don't... I pay good crowns for HWBT protection. I pay good crowns for HWBT protection. Halfway Bridge Tribe. Okay. Now I remember what HWBT is. Not all the other times I saw HWBT. Right now when I'm talking to this weirdo. Okay. Commonly called the Halfways. Okay. One of the 3 goblin tribes in Norvik, and arguably the most influential despite their small size, led by Lady Miska Sageleaf with their headquarter in the Goblin Garden on Tolstad. Halfway Bridge Tribe. Oh, so it's all a misunderstanding then. Good. No, I don't actually believe you. What do you mean, cleric? You're a criminal harboring zombie workers. You need to be punished. The zombie is clearly working for you. That is illegal. I greatly apologize for putting you in this situation. It is my neglect that led to this undead creature entering the tower. I will make sure to tighten up security in the future. Tempted to gather your thoughts and make some kind of point. Come on, just open your mouth and say something. I agree, and whatever compromise we do end up at, I feel lucky to have had your expertise here on this day. Who knows what would have happened otherwise? Stop muttering, just say it. Your speech echoes through the chamber. For the first time, you see a genuinely baffled expression appear on his face. He keeps staring at you for a few uncomfortable seconds. Then he says, Cleric, with all due respect, perhaps you should see a professional. Comment hits you in the heart and soul. Your legs are shaking. I believe we are done with this particular topic. I'm going to go now. Before you do, make sure to collect all your belongings. He gives you a quick inspection with his dead eyes. Berthorna. Good. You don't need any arms in this city. You need Berthorna. Good. You don't need any arms in this city. You need heart. Oh, shut up. A good blade can make anyone speak. Okay, got it. Unnatural. Whole thing, it's ruined. That'll cost a fortune. A chant book is able to sustain humidity, not underwater excursions. Take the ruined prayer book. Aw. My prayer book. Thick tome lies upon an iron slab. Flip open the tome. There are fine and handwritten letters scattered across the pages. It's of 10. Man. -3 intelligence to have that equipped. Oh, I'm not going to take off my helmet. They won't let me take off my helmet. I will not take it off. Wow. Okay. All right, then. I don't take off the helmet. I'm getting out of here. Oh, are these dwarves? Men at work beneath Asgul's green banner. Oh, okay. They're working. Let me pull. Around the amphitheater scene, you see a number of dwarves hard at work. They're constructing a banner of some kind, carrying a bright green flag. The banner of Asgul, the fool. Oi! Mr. City Man, he calls out as you approach. We've made it clear already, we're not moving. Movements, Asgul rallies, and the entire Asgulist Workers' Party. He's done more good than all of you Earthguard combined. A true speaker of Asgul. Earthguard combined. A true speaker of Asgul. Okay, sure, I have some questions for you. Yeah? Okay, sure, I have some questions for you. Yeah, I'm all ears. He gives the older dwarf the stink eye. Don't mention the whole noble thing. It'll just piss him off, unless you want that. You boys setting up a play or something? A play? He spits on the ground. We're holding a rally for the cause. This evening, workers across Tolstad will gather to hear the word of Asgul. He turns towards the orc, and no one's going to stop it. You hear laughing coming from across the theater. Papers, Alphaz. Alphaz. He grumbles and turns back to you. So, what you want? He grumbles and turns back to you. So, what you want? What's the problem here? Where to even begin? So, it is forenoon. I get the lads together, and when we arrive, that accursed woman is standing there. The dwarf shudders. She starts complaining. He reaches for something in his pocket and takes out some documents. We show her the papers. And the papers are no good, she says. Bah. Circle square conflict. Real convenient, I say. No, there is nothing wrong with these papers. We are in our rights to speak out against tyrants and burghers. Burghers. Borgare? The craftsmen, merchants, and notably higher standing citizens in comparison to those of rural roots. Classism. They are. Bureaucracy. So she's wrong about the documents? Of course she is. She's a liar, that one. A filthy liar. Alphaz nods and grunts. Terrible liar. Can't even get the words out. He knows he's right about the documents, but doesn't want to. He knows she's right about the documents, but doesn't want to admit it. Wow. Can I see the papers? He gives his companions a glance. Why? Construct an argument as to why you should get the papers. Yeah. Just tell them you're an expert and that you're on their side. I'm an expert. Are you now? Yes, I'm also on your side. He repeats louder. Are you now? Now hit him with it. I'm your best shot at getting out of this. The dwarf grumbles. His eyes go from you to the orc behind you. Fine. The dwarf sighs and grabs something in his pocket. He hands over the scroll. I trust you with these documents, city man. Oh boy, if you hand those over to the orc, this could all be over right now. Tell us we're in the wrong. I dare you. Because we're not. The elder dwarf joins. Take a step back and check it out. Let's see what is actually going on here. Okay, I'll take a look. Yeah, let's take a look at his papers. It's quite light. Some kind of magazine paper. Magazine, a periodical publication. Okay. Unrolling it reveals a short statement about a political rally at the Circle Square. Permission of public gathering accepted, it says in big letters at the bottom, followed by a signature, Tolstad Magistrate Nicholas Darrow. Darrow, one of the original Earth folk houses to found Norvik with Earth. Their bloodline can still be found in high positions all around the city. The actual text uses an archaic and typically bureaucratic writing style. Examine. Papers are expired, like last week. I know, but the date is just a mistake, you see? I personally had this signed by the magistrate 2 days ago after this supposed expiry date. Magistrate, 5 rulers of the 5 districts there. Saw with my own 2 eyes. I heard it too. Weird fire? Yeah, it was like... Look, it's gonna sound really weird. Okay, hold on. Weird. Okay, hold on. I feel like I should be writing all this. I feel like I should be writing all this down. So it exploded. It's down. So it exploded. Chatty fellow buys a lot of newspapers. Where's he going? Don't know. I saw him leaving the tea shop right before noon. Don't know. I saw him leaving the tea shop right before noon. He left the tea shop right before it exploded, okay? Right before the massive explosion. When you put it like that, yeah. Look, I don't know where Mr. Drummer is or where he went. Just saw him rushing down the stairs, guessing he headed for water lane like everyone does. Headed for water lane like everyone does. Okay. Water lane. Okay. Water lane. Did anyone else enter or leave the tea shop? No, just Mr. Drummer, he says, confidence in his voice. It was a boring day, so I pretty much just people watched all morning. Mr. Drummer was the only one I saw leaving the tea shop all day. Well, until the explosion. Did you see him enter? Actually, no. I never saw him enter that morning, so I guess he must have slept there or entered before dawn. And no one else entered. That's all I saw. He's trying his best to remember. I've been going over it in my head. Pretty, shocking stuff. He's just a kid. Shouldn't have to deal with such terrible things. So, what can you tell me about the owner of the tea shop? Mr. Drummer's a customer. Seems nice enough for a bird folk. Oh, he's a bird man. I've heard he hangs out at the Sphinx a lot, and that he's got connections with all sorts of folks. All sorts of folks? Politically. Asgulls use the tea shop a lot. I've got some buddies involved in that scene. Okay. I could haggle. Citizen? Hold on, yes? Can I ask you a favor? Just nod. There's, I've heard there's trouble down on Water Lane tonight. Please go and make sure that nothing happens. Okay. Why do you care if there's trouble? Please, just do it. Give him a quick nod. Okay. So there's trouble down there tonight. In Water Lane. Oh, I could zoom out pretty far. That's good. So, the tea shop across the street. I don't see no tea shop. This cannot be the tea shop. That's huge. You always got to check the trash can. Where? What? He said there's a tea shop across the street that blew up. I don't see anything. Over here? Ah, here it is. Okay. Empty water barrels. The name of the tea shop is Eligible. Okay. The tea shop. Mid scorch marks and cracked masonry, you approach a doorway. There are several planks blocking the passage. Where's the chieftain? Or who's the chieftain? Where do I go for that? Whoa, 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 whoa. Stuck in one of the roller mill blades. Looking over the ledge towards the roller mills blades, you see them spinning as per usual. And one of them, there's something stuck. Oh, I see that. You see. And one of them, there's something stuck. Oh, I see that. You see a rod. Separate from another thing. So what can this be used for? Used? Oh, nothing. It's quite literally a useless stick. Really? Well, it's